You unlock the oak cabinet using the brass key. Inside, you find the wizard's magic wand. You take it with you, knowing it could mean death if he finds it missing. You can't use You pull out your magic map. You feel a strange pulling sensation.
Hurry along there, Mildred.
Yes, George.
Mama, my button's not done up!
Button? Haven't you taught him anything, Mildred?
It's a bit difficult for him, George.
You scoop up a small handful of sand. You retrieve the dried snakeskin from the hot desert sand. It's delicate and could easily crumble. This cactus is of a spineless variety. A rushing stream flows along the forest floor. The flowers are a rushing. Wet mud lines the banks of the stream. You kneel and scoop some of the mud onto the wooden spoon. You'd take to it better after a few swimming lessons. You scoop up a cupful of ocean water. You pull out. You feel a An eagle sits in its nest. As you speak, the eagle shifts defensively. It doesn't trust you. The way in. You quickly pull the levers in the correct sequence. Atop the... You look at... You shouldn't try making up your own spells. Atop, you look at you're carrying a hand. You shouldn't try making up your own spell. You look. You shouldn't try making up your own spells. You look at You fill the flask with ocean water from your cup. You shouldn't try making up your own spells. You look. You fill the flask. You add a handful of sand to the flask. You add a handful of fertile soil to the flask. You shake the flask's contents until they are thoroughly mixed. You wave the magic wand over the flask. With trepidation, you prepare to recite the enhancing musical talent incantation.
Earth bearing fruit from one's toiling hands, with patience of timeless, swift sifting sands, swirl through endurance, soaked salty with seas, permit me to please all musically.
You feel the contents of the flask stir slightly as you finish the incantation. You quickly pull the levers in the correct sequence. You carefully replace the magic wand exactly as you found it. The cabinet door locks as you shut it. Within the glass container, you see your ground scales. The powder emits a faint, fishy smell. Toad spittle is unpleasant stuff, to say the least. The jar is filled with liquefied musical talent. The cream-colored toadstool powder is finely textured and nearly odorless. Inside the jar, you see the saffron, an orange-yellow powdery substance. The nightshade juice sloshes around inside the glass jar. You tore this empty page from the journal and used it to make a list of any spell ingredients you'll need. You tore this Manannan eyes you with a snaggle-toothed sneer.
I am ravenous. Fix me something immediately.
Manannan is impatiently waiting for his food. His stomach rumbles as he drums his gnarled fingers on the table. You'd better feed him quickly, or dire consequences may result.
Master?
What is it? Speak quickly, boy.
If I may know, how long have I been here?
The better part of 18 years.
Will I be turning 18 soon?
Yes, quite soon. I have something very special planned for you that day.
Oh.
The story from your predecessor's journal gives you a good idea of the meaning behind Manannan's words. You barely manage to hold back a shiver. Manannan does not appear in much of a talkative mood at the moment. Conversing with him further might be unwise.
I have decided to take a journey.
Often you have wished you could crawl into a Picking off its wings, you throw the rest away. You pull out. You feel a strange pulling sensation. You scoop up a cupful of ocean water. You start to feel creative, inspired, and ready to play your heart out. You might say you feel musically inspired.
I'm ready to play.
Wonderful.
When you look upon me, you see only stone, but the soul left within me's my own. Touch me with song, my pain is gone.
That sure was the best performance I've heard.
When was the last one?
There wasn't a last one. That was the first performance I've ever heard. My daddy told me all about the last boy who played here.
When was that?
About 17 years ago. Anyhow, you played so well just now. I see no reason not to let you have the thing.
Thank you.
You play a few notes in an attempt to tune the lute. The lute looks old, but still in fine condition.
Wench! Come over!
You play a few notes. You play.
Pain.
You play a few.
Perhaps this will help to inspire you.
This is it! My answer! The key to unlocking the creative force inside! Dawn, it's time to go. The journey's long, my pace won't slow. I'll prove that I have not been beat. There's nothing here, so on my feet, the future's waiting.
It's a pity you didn't have any talent potion left to give him. You don't know the magic word. The hole is deep, much longer than your arm. There appears to be a glass bottle at the bottom. Try as you might, you cannot reach the bottle. There is no water in the pitcher. You will need to say the magic word in order to fill it. You peer into the empty pitcher. At the bottom, the word Vandalmere has been etched. You're not thirsty. You're not thirsty. You're not thirsty, right?
Vandovmir.
You successfully fill the hole with water and thoroughly soak yourself in the process. The pitcher slips out of your hands and shatters at the bottom of the rock. You take the glass bottle from the hole and discover a piece of paper inside. The page feels very fragile. You assume it's very old. The piece of parchment has a magical incantation written on one side. You realize this is a page from the sorcery of old. On the back of the spell page is a scribbled note. Where can I find a mandrake root? I fear this land is barren of this rare vegetable. I have learnt it favors darker places. Perhaps the cave. It is my last hope. You pull. You feel a strange pulling sensation. You try to. You unlock. Inside, you quickly pull. You add a pinch of saffron to the vial marked Rose Petal Essence. With trepidation, you prepare to recite the flying like an eagle or a fly incantation.
Spirits of air, cloud and breeze, lend me your wings that I may seize the opportunity to fly. Allow me passage through the sky.
You wave the magic wand over the vial of Rose Petal Essence. You pull. You feel a strange pulling sensation. The only life left in this cave is a lone mandrake root. The cave is bare and barren. The cave walls crawl with life. An aura seeps from the air as if held by a strong and benevolent will. The cave. The strange woman stands before you expectantly. Her ageless face is tranquil, but there's faint urgency behind her gaze.
Welcome, young one.
I saw you through the telescope, but it was a dream.
Neither dreaming nor awake. Yet it was I you saw.
Who are you?
You may think of me as an oracle. Beyond that lies knowledge I cannot impart. A better question for you to ask is, who am I?
I do not understand.
Do you know your identity? Your ancestry? Your heritage?
My name is Gwydion, a servant to the wizard Manannan, and I have lived in Ludor all my life. As for my parents, I have never known them. Manannan told me that they died when I was very young.
Yes, too young to remember, too small to resist.
I don't understand.
A lie lurks in shadow and gives way to the luminance of truth. The time has come for your enlightenment.
Hello? Where am I?
These are but visions of light long faded. Observe what you may, but the time of influence has passed.
You wonder how often the children's parents stood there, holding them proudly as they gazed out at their kingdom.
A child's toy, its use cut short, stirs no memory.
You are, for want of a better word, standing in a regal nursery. Two children sleep soundly in their cradles on this summer's eve. You have never seen such a place, but hope you will again before long. You spy a small form breathing lightly in the cradle. She's beautiful. The child in the cradle stirs as if the air has become too cold for him. You wonder if you could stand a closer look.
Manannan.
I thank the Father for this timely gift.
No! I was that boy. Manannan abducted me. Everything he told me was a lie. I need to know more. Tell me.
Then speak, my child. Ask.
Where do I come from?
You hail from the kingdom of Daventry. Once, it was a place of great beauty. Oldest is the magic that lies deep within that realm, and the earliest histories are connected to it. An important part it is to play in great events to come, but this should not concern you. The land has suffered much in recent times, and must be healed.
Why must the land be healed?
Great misfortunes have plagued Daventry since the arrival of the three-headed dragon. Each year it demands a sacrifice in exchange for sparing the land from its fiery wrath. At first, the king refused, and now, years later, the land burns still from the dragon's flame.
How may it be healed?
The power to do so can be found in a place once linked to the greater land. You will come to it in time, where your value shall be measured by the way you measure value.
Come again?
You will know when it is time to know.
Why does the king do nothing?
There was a time when the king would have risked all to save another. Now, he has barely the spark of life within him. The years have been hard for the royal family. Grief has taken its toll, and the king has borne the brunt of the anguish. Now, with the dragon holding the kingdom's future in its fiery jaws, he has not the spirit to fight the evil. The curse endures still.
Curse?
It is beyond what is yours to reckon with. Concern yourself not with it.
Why does the king do nothing?
It is.
Who are my family?
You are the son of Graham and Valanice. and the twin brother of Rosella, who is even now in great peril.
A sister. In peril, did you say?
The dragon came and took nest upon the highest summit. From there, it receives its dues. Lately, its price is the highest yet.
Rosella.
Yes, she is to be the next sacrifice.
My name? Do I have a name? Other than the one Manannan gave me, I mean?
Your name is Alexander, Prince Alexander. You are heir to your father's throne.
My father is a king?
Yes, a very good and noble one. It may come to pass that you shall meet him. Go now, Prince Alexander. Deal with your enslaver, and venture forth to aid your family at a time they need you most.
Thank you, Oracle.
You cannot return the cave to its former state. You'll worry about You look up into the towering oak tree. You can only see large spreading branches and thick leaves. Looking down, you see a small hole between the tree's large roots. You don't need to make yourself pretty. You pick and poke among the fallen acorns looking for dried ones. You don't find any. These are all newly fallen. Your attempts to... You pick and poke among the fallen acorns looking for dried ones. You eventually find 3 dried acorns and take them with you. Rocks rest all around. They're of no use to you. They're of no use to you. Their roots keep the bushes firmly in place. There are several low bushes growing around here. There are several low bushes growing around here. You bend down and look into the small hole. It's too dark inside to see anything. Their roots keep the... You don't want to go reaching into holes when you have no idea what's inside. As you decide to get out of the tree before the spell wears off. You pull. You feel a. The cave. The child. You are.
My name. Where? Who am? Why? Come. Why? Who am? Assist.
The Go now.
Thank you.
The acorns surround the old. You pick and poke among the fallen acorns. In your insect form, you fit easily through the hole in the tree. As you buzz around inside the tree, you notice a rope dangling from above. You decide to get out of the tree before the spell wears off. You feel around inside the hollow tree and discover a rope stretching up into the tree. You pull it and, to your amazement, a rope ladder falls from the branches above. You've reached the porch of a shack built in the branches of the oak tree. You'd better be careful. Whoever dwells beyond that doorway may not take kindly to unexpected visitors. A rough opening in the plank serves as the doorway to this ramshackle treehouse. A hole cut into the side acts as a window. You can see someone moving about, but cannot make out any details. A rough opening in the plank serves. Perhaps you shouldn't just barge in. A rough opening in the plank serves. You try to imagine yourself playing here as a child and wonder how many more things you've had to miss. A rough opening in the planks serves as the doorway to this ramshackle treehouse. A hole cut into the side acts as a window. Though you can see little of the interior, there seems to be a figure sleeping in a chair.
You have entered the treehouse. A sleeping bandit slumps face down on the table, occasionally stirring. Take care not to get too close, or you might wake him.
A leather coin purse lies on the table. You very carefully lift the coin purse off the table, practically from under the sleeping bandit's nose. The purse contains some gold coins. You pull out your magic map. You feel a strange
Good day to you, young.
You pull. You feel a strange.
Good day to you, young man. What can I do for you?
'Tis better to purchase than to purloin. He might.
Greeting.
I have many an item that might interest you.
Indeed.
I have numerous consumables that you may wish to acquire. Take a look at the shelf behind me. See if there's anything you would like.
A content, hairy dog sits on the floor of the store. Its name tag reads, Hank. The counter is for conducting transactions. You speak to the dog in a soothing voice, and his ears perk up.
Go ahead and pet him. Hank loves attention.
You pat the hairy dog and are rewarded with a handful of malted hair.
I'd like to purchase something.
Certainly. Take a look at the items on the shelf behind me.
You count out 4 coins and give them to the shopkeeper. You count out 5 coins and give them to the shopkeeper. You count out 8 coins and give them to the shopkeeper. You count out 10 coins and give them to the shopkeeper. You pull out your... You feel a strange pulling sensation. The feet work better. Watch your step. You feel it.
Good day to you, young man. What can I do for you?
The purse contains...
I'd like to purchase something.
Certainly. Take a look at the items on the shelf behind me.
You count out 4 coins. You count out. You count out. You count out. You've already. A content, hairy dog. You speak to the dog in a soothing voice.
Go ahead and...
You pat the hairy dog and are rewarded with a handful of malted hair. You pull. You feel a string. This page there's nothing. You place the dried mandrake root in the mortar. You grind the dried mandrake root into a fine powder. You carefully remove the mandrake root powder from the mortar. You carefully place the mandrake root powder in the bowl. The flint is used. The cream, the night. The cream-colored. There's nothing very interesting. A strong fishy smell emanates from the glass jar. Not wanting to taint the spell, you carefully clean the spoon first. You pour 2 spoonfuls of fish oil into the bowl. You're carrying a handful of coarse grains of salt. You can't use that item there. You replace the missing page. You place the cat hair in the bowl. You carefully stir the contents of the bowl. You dump the oily dough onto the tabletop. You shape the oily dough into the shape of a cookie. It hardens quickly. With trepidation, you prepare to recite the turning another into a cat incantation.
Root of mandrake and fish oil with cat hair over which I toil to make a meal worse than the rack from this deceiving little snack.
You wave the magic wand over the cookie. You have just created a cookie that, when eaten, will turn the victim into a cat forever. You quickly pull the levers in the correct sequence. You carefully the cabinet door locks as you shut it. The warm porridge is in a pretty blue ceramic bowl. Its aroma wafts up to and tantalizes your nose. The only resemblance to a real cookie is its flat, round shape. It is hard and has cat hair sticking out of it. Definitely non-appetizing. The porridge conceals the crumbled cookie. It still looks as appetizing as ever. You were careful when you crumbled the cat cookie into the porridge. It looks just like a plain bowl of porridge. The bed is nothing more than a cot, hard and cold and difficult to sleep on. Your pillow is small and flat, as it is made of old rags.
I am hungry. Prepare me a meal at once.
Mananan is impatiently waiting for his food.
Master?
Don't jabber at me, boy. Bring me my food now.
You watch, barely able to control a smile from spreading over your face. The wizard chokes on his little snack and clutches his throat. He seems to be turning a somewhat bluish color. As the wizard manages to swallow the tainted, once-hidden cookie, he greedily gulps the remainder of the porridge. You watch, hoping for a sign that the spell will begin its work, but it seems the wizard is unaffected.
Something is wrong. I feel strange.
Really? Maybe you should curl up. Have a cat nap.
What was in that porridge? A cookie?
Ah, the cookie. You know, that reminds me of a poem. Root of mandrake and fish oil, with cat hair over which I toil.
My spell!
Oh, you know that one.
You!
Yes?
You won't get away with this. You'll be sorry, Gwydion.
My name is Alexander.
Furry and furious, the wizard must contend with fleas and furballs. You've cleaned up in here for as you've cleaned you've cleaned. You take a moment's respite at the table, then decide you haven't the time. You've cleaned up. This is the dining area. You've had enough to do with that creature. Manannan hisses at you. Strange, there's nothing in the painting now. Not much behind, above, or below the painting. Considering what there is here to see, it adds little conversationally. You tore this empty page from the journal. You quickly pull the leaf. You unlock. Inside, you You eagerly peek inside the soft leather coin purse and discover it contains some shiny gold coins. The purse contains some gold coins. You pull. You feel a strange pulling. Holding the silver thimble beneath a dew-filled flower, you gently tip the flower so its dew runs into the thimble. You move from flower to flower, repeating the process until your thimble is brimming with dew. You pull out. You pull. You feel a strange pulling sensation. An ancient door has been set into the cliff face. You don't see that every day. This small alcove is bordered by towering cliffs which provide welcome shelter from both wind and sun. An ancient door is set into the rocks. Your eyes adjust to the dark as you struggle to breathe the putrid air.
What is this place?
This lair feels even more inhospitable than your own. A sickly green glow pours from a wide pit, beyond which alcoves lie in darkness. A smooth stone sits on an altar-like pillar. A perfectly smooth, uniquely colored stone sits upon a natural pedestal. This lair feels... You peer into the glowing pit. Your head begins to spin, and you feel compelled to step closer to the eerie light. Shaking yourself out of it, you wisely refrain from glancing at it directly.
Who comes to my den?
Just a man.
Man? I have known many called man. All wretched, all deceitful. Now, all stone. As a man, you are not capable of honesty, of truth.
But I am.
As a man, you exist only to break a woman's heart. Shallowness and fear are your bane. Come closer, and I will destroy you.
Who are you?
I am your doom. If you would look upon me, foolish boy, then reveal your true self.
How?
Hear me in earnest and respond in kind. A blind man asks you to describe the sunset. A poor girl offers to sell you a rotten apple from her basket. A harem slave asks for help. Her master will beat her once he learns of her escape. She offers her services. An old man who reeks of the world's worst stenches asks for shelter. After many years of correspondence with a lady, you propose. Upon meeting her in person, she is far less attractive than she described. are not repelled by me? You are not transformed. The enchantment is broken. Forgive me. I have been too hasty in appraising you. It would seem that I possess something of the hard-heartedness I accused you of having.
Considering my predecessors, I think your opinion was understandable.
How can I thank you? Please, there must be something I can do, or offer you perhaps.
If it would please you, I would have this unique stone.
It would, though I am loath to ask. I would have you first do a favor for me.
Certainly.
I have all but forgotten my own appearance, and I should dare not enter the town again until I am made more gentle to the eye.
Assuredly, you would make not even the most dazzling sunrise more attractive to the senses.
I thank thee for the compliment. However, I still desire a means to appraise myself. I have none, for once transformed into a gorgon, all were destroyed in my terrible rage. Bring me a looking glass, and I will gladly grant you the stone.
I will do as you ask, my lady.
Bring me a looking glass. I am most grateful to you. You may have the stone if that is your will.
Thank you, my lady.
I am most grateful to you.
You take the smooth stone.
This stone is most unique. Would you tell me something of it?
It was my bane.
I do not understand.
Through my own pride and folly, I have suffered its power.
The stone caused your transformation?
Yes, I looked as I did because I desired to be more beautiful than any woman. The stone was said to be the work of the ancients, with the ability to grant one the gift of eternal beauty. However, my vanity tainted its power and I became hideous. Save yourself, none could look upon me without being turned to stone. My solitude nearly destroyed me. I can tell you nothing more of the stone.
I take it then that you are of magical persuasion?
It is a gift passed down from generation to generation in my family. We took pride that our line could be traced back to the first mages. I am most grateful to you. May the stone serve you better than it served me. I am most...
Keep it to yourself. Keep it. Keep it to your... Keep it.
Farewell, my lady.
Farewell, good sir. Yet before we part, I wish to make mention of something I have sensed in your aura. Whatever wretched life you have thus far lived, I feel a great change encroaching upon you soon. For good or ill, I know not. Heed well my advice. Beware those who would offer help, particularly if such should bear a price.
I thank you, my lady.